Hey everybody, welcome back to K Job Views. I am your host, of course, K Job, coming to you with a book review on Locke Key. But before we get into that, as always, like, comment, subscribe, share, and share again. Alright, so Locke Key is a story brought to us by Joe Hill and Gabrielle Rodriguez. It's from the early 2000s. And the first season is already out on Netflix. It premiered back in February 2020. The second season will be coming out on October 22nd of 2021. All right, so dig it. So this is the plot, right? So there's this Locke family. It's Rendell Locke, his wife, and their three kids, Tyler, Kinsey, and Bode, right? And Rendell gets horribly murdered by one of his students, and the remaining family, relocates from the West Coast to New England to a town called Lovecraft. All right, so nerd brain, if I'm not going to be nothing but if not informative. So Lovecraft signifies to most people that similar to Lovecraft Country, the HBO series. Works by H.P. Lovecraft. So this is an author back from the early 1900s who wrote this fair fiction that's about like weird science, horror, and fantasy. He basically understood or believed that humanity was just a microcosm in the grand scheme of the universe, and therefore our existence was realistically fleeting because something horrible, fantastical that our brains probably don't even understand we're going to come and wipe us all out. I mean, it's not like that's, I like this kind of genre. I like this kind of thing. I like you, H.P. Lovecraft. Thank you. So unlike Lovecraft Country, this isn't about segregation. This isn't about racism. This isn't about that. But it does still incorporate weird science fiction, horror, fantasy, right? So these kids and their mom pack up from the West Coast and they go to Lovecraft in Massachusetts because Lovecraft, by the way, H.P. Lovecraft wrote all his stories in Massachusetts. That's where Lovecraft is always going to take place. So they get to Lovecraft, Massachusetts, and they're at their father's childhood home, and they soon uncover the secret of keys in this house. And each key is unique and does something very different. And enter our fantasy. And I'm sure it doesn't take a genius to figure out that these keys are very much related to why their father was brutally murdered. So regarding the differences between the show and the book. So the book series, there's 6 books in total. I'm not going to bother listing out all the titles, but there's 6 books in total, and they are graphic comic book series. I got through the books in less than a month. All 6 books I got through in less than a month, and that was reading them pretty leisurely. You can read through 1 book in a day. You can probably read through 2 books in a day if you really felt motivated to do so. But anyway, so the book is very adult. It's not the show. I don't want to say it in the sense that the show's campy, because the show does at least cover the fact that their father was brutally murdered, but the book has very adult themes, and it's a graphic novel. So I leave you with that. You can make your own decision. For me, there's nothing untowards. I can handle it. For others, maybe they can't. It's not like you're going to see, it's not erotica, right? You're not saying erotica. I'm not suggesting that. It's just very adult themes. It's what you would see in a rated R movie, just in a comic book without the erotica. So also another difference is I've read through all 6 books, and of course season 2 is now coming on Netflix. But the final episode of season 1 is actually the title of book 3, Crown of Shadows. So the thing is, the final episode of season 1 actually is closer to the end of book 4 in this series. So I'm not exactly sure. I mean, for the most part, Netflix is following it the straight way through, and they really could finish the series in 2 seasons. And I imagine that's probably what they aim to do, because they covered so much in the first season. So I imagine that's what they're going to do. But anyways, that's the difference between the book and the show, and where the book and the plot obviously is the same for both, but that's the difference in terms of themes and what you're going to see, read, versus what you're going to see here on Netflix. Pretty much it. So anyways, that's Locke and Key. So I do recommend you check it out if you're into those things, and if not, then don't. And otherwise, yeah, just follow me for more reviews. As always, like, comment, subscribe, share, and I'll catch you guys on the next flick.